So what are some common Instagram mistakes out there that a lot of people make? Because I feel like this is a very important topic. A lot of people don't really understand a lot of these things, especially in the light of the latest Instagram changes. So in this video, I'll tell you some quick fixes to instantly up your Instagram game, stuff like that. Taking it along with you. I'm just gonna go somewhere. I figured I have time to make a short little video. So let's just, come with me. Welcome back, my friends. My name is Dominic. If you're new here, I run a social media marketing agency. We talk a lot about social media marketing, Instagram marketing, building a personal brand. Right now I'm actually in my brand new car, which I'm going to make a video about that. But today we're going to talk about common Instagram mistakes, common mistakes that most of you guys probably are making on your Instagram. Number one is actually one thing that a lot of people are lacking out there is a real certain strategy out there regarding Instagram. They don't know what they want to do. You know, they're not really clear about their intentions. They're not really clear about what they really want to do with their Instagram account. Do they just want to, a lot of the times actually people just want to create an Instagram account and get Instagram famous just to be cool. You know, get a pat on the shoulder, my camera woman, for example. Let me just see. And, that's their intention. And, you're not going to get far with that. Same goes, for example, if you want to build something, a business around your Instagram, a business around your personal brand, whatever, online. A lot of the people still don't really know what to do. A lot of the times people still don't have a strategy behind that. So really take a look, take a step back, think about your strategy. What's your goal? What's your ultimate goal that you want to achieve with your Instagram accounts? Do you want to get leads for your business? Do you want to get followers to become an influencer, which by the way you should not do, but we're in a free country, you can do that. Or do you want to just use this whole tool, let me just go over there, as a means of building your brand, a brand building tool. Or maybe you want to build your personal brand on Instagram, which by the way is another thing that I see a lot of people do wrong, is they're focusing too much on Instagram. And a lot of the times they're like, I just want to focus on Instagram because I really want to become Instagram famous, stuff like that. But they forget that, especially recently, a lot of things are happening on Instagram are actually kind of weird and strange. There's been downtimes in the last few weeks. Actually yesterday was a huge downtime. There's been like blocks, follow blocks. It seems as though Instagram is kind of losing their It seems as though there's something going on. And if you ask me, being a, watch out people, being kind of a professional that's that's in the scene right now, I actually think it could be that Instagram's going to be dead in a few months if it keeps going like that, just because it's there's just some strange things going on right now. And you focusing on Instagram too much, you give away everything that you have. You give away your audience even, Let's just say there's something wrong on Instagram, like yesterday. It's just gone. You can't access it. Let's just say some intern was was kind of pissed off at the bosses and they deleted the whole Instagram. So what now? If your business just revolves around Instagram, whatever that you do actually, all of your audience is gone. What are you going to do after that? You have to start from scratch. So don't just focus on Instagram, diversify, YouTube, email, some other stuff. Which brings me to the next big thing actually, is you're not knowing about your trust score and not keeping your trust score in mind. Actually not even thinking about your trust score. For those of you who are new here, for those of you who don't know about the trust score, basically any account on Instagram kind of has a score. There we go. Oh, what's going on there? That's interesting. Kind of has a trust score going on that kind of Instagram tells you how much of a spammer you are in kind of way. By the way, just, show him this nice building there. This is, sometimes Vienna is actually pretty beautiful. There's actually a show going on or what? I don't hear it, but I see there's a show going on, which is very interesting. Anyway, so what I mean with that, they track. What are you doing? Are you kind of a spammer? Are you having some sort of third-party apps running in the background? Do you do some follow, unfollow, which by the way, you should not do? Are you doing some sort of DM groups, by the way? Because people ask me a lot still. Are DM groups, why are DM groups bad? Instagram knows if you're in a DM group. Instagram knows if you're trying to tweak something. And for some reason, they hate DM groups a lot. And if you do that, along with unfollow other third-party apps, you know, your trust score is going to be really, really low. Which means they're going to bring down your engagement. They're going to bring down basically anything. And your Instagram account, it won't grow anymore. You know, Instagram account will just be, I don't know what's happening. It's just shitty. Let's just autopilot here. It could be that you have a lot of followers that actually have a low trust score, meaning you kind of have a lot of ghost followers. By the way, if you want to get your ghost followers analyzed, and seen by us, actually, my agency, we have a service where we analyze your followers. Take a look at it. If you have some ghost followers, we're going to, of course, delete all of those ghost followers in a safe manner, so that kind of your trust score goes up again, your engagement goes up again, stuff like that. Link is, by the way, in the description. Another big thing, by the way, that I see across the board with a lot of people that actually do have some sort of audience yet already, kind of influencers, if you will, or like micro influencers, people that really take it seriously, the whole content creation game. A lot of them also kind of want to build a personal brand around, you know, whatever. Personal brand, whatever. Just engage the autopilot. Anyway, a lot of the times I see their content is a little bit too polished, you know? Everything is perfect. Every picture is perfect. There's no flaws in it. Not in the captions, not anywhere else. It's just too perfect of a life that, you know, you show on Instagram, which a lot of the people don't really like anymore. So maybe you can splice it up with some relatable content a little bit, at least a little bit in between some posts and in your captions, stuff like that. By the way, speaking of captions, you should, you know, seeing as your captions are pretty much the only way to really talk to your audience, communicate with your audience, as opposed to, of course, not talking about stories right now. Maybe take a little bit of thought into, give a little bit of thought into your captions and relate with your audience, stuff like that. Anyway, maybe you can post a selfie every once in a while, just to splice it up, just to make it a little bit more relatable. And speaking about your audience, tip number whatever, I actually forgot, is you know, are you listening to your audience? Do you actually communicate with your audience? Do you actually talk back and forth with your audience about what they want? Do some polls, stuff like that. Try to listen to comments. Try to engage with them in the comment sections, stuff like that. Because a lot of times your audience actually tells you what you could change, and maybe you have a little bit of a drop of engagement and other kinds of things. Maybe just taking a look a little bit deeper into your comment section, your DM section, stuff like that, could give you a glimpse of an idea of what you could be doing better. Yeah. By the way, another thing, last tip here for today. While my car is driving us here in a very safe manner, at least I hope so, is the hashtag game. Don't underestimate the whole hashtag game. Ever since I started doing the hashtag game again, you know, it went a lot better with me. It went a lot better with my clients. Think about your hashtag game. Again, you know, this is not sponsored, by the way, but a friend of mine actually created a hashtag tool recently called Hashtastic. Link is down in the description. Basically a tool where you can look through the hashtags, what's going on. You sort your hashtags, kind of build a strategy around hashtags. I'm gonna do a whole separate video about hashtagging. There's actually a light version. I asked him to do a light version for actually just you, a free version. So just sign up in the link down below. It's actually free, at least the basic version. Say thank you later. Yeah, basically the last tip, focus on your hashtags. Don't forget about your hashtags, because sometimes using this tool, you can go from 200 hashtag impressions to 20,000. And this actually makes kind of a difference, I'd say, right? Well, anyway, my name's Dominic. I'm going to talk to you in a couple of days about some other very interesting stuff, especially where I'm not in my car. I'm going to do a video about my car. There's some interesting things about it. Anyway, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like. Give me a like. I'm not drunk. Anyway, I'll see you in a couple of days. My name is Dominic. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay, what are some most common mistakes? What are the most common mistakes people actually make on Instagram? So, what are the most common mistakes people ask me on Instagram? What are the most common mistakes people make on Instagram?